when you do it?
It doesn't make me feel any. Well, if I was to add a feeling to it,
Yes,
I would
please.
say it would make me feel because see again, this feeling word just
Come
saying.
on, sir. No, it's right
I'm
there.
gonna
Get it
attach.
out.
Listen. I'm gonna attach an emotion to it because I believe in pies. I
Sir,
don't
it's
know
the
if anybody.
same thing.
No,
Come
It's
on.
no.
not that
Come on.
difficult. Let's get
I'm
to it.
gonna believe it makes me feel well. Just again, the feeling word. It
Oh,
puts me in the emotion of being excited.
okay, all you had to say it make me excited. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
name in a hat.
But it's me just
Somebody coming to
acting.
get you?
But
Is the
listen, it's
man
me.
police coming?
But it's just me. But see, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I can be cynical too, Chocolate. But I'm just saying, me giving that act
You're
of service
cynical.
to my wife is just giving the act of service, not looking for anything in return from her.
That is the return. You keep saying anything.
But how's it?
You said thing, and you're
It's
not.
within me already. That's because it's within me already. If it's not within a person already,
Hey, Coach,
not,
don't make it personal.
But no, what I'm saying is, it's in me already to be able. It's in anybody already to do those things.
No, it's not, sir. Why do you think we have studied?
Okay.
Why do you think scientists have been studying?
So it's not
forever.
It's not in somebody to do those things naturally. Who they are, they have to be coerced to do it.
There are some people who are naturally giving, but there are some people who are not.
Well, I thought we were talking about the people that were not. We know
I don't
it's a
know
lot
who
of
you're talking about. I just
we know it's a lot of people that don't give. They all over YouTube. A lot of people won't. They want what they want. They only asking for what they want on YouTube all day. Outside of YouTube
is not the only cosm I live in, sir. So
YouTube,
I don't know why.
But I'm just saying because
people
that's
are everywhere. Like every social media platform I'm on it.
I ain't talking about platform, social media at all. I ain't talking about no damn social media.
YouTube?
No, listen. No YouTube, no Facebook, no Rumble, no none of it. I'm talking about boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Ain't no
boots on the ground for a relationship.
Meaning you out here in the world. You dealing with people.
Yeah.
Sir, why do people go to college to become counselors for relationships? Why do you think therapy for couples have become so popular?
Because that's just easy money.
Oh no.
Never mind. Nope, not arguing. I'm having a good time.
Manipulate somebody.
That trap is
not happening. Get you to believe something.
So back on it.
No, Coach, hold on. Pause. As your resident therapist, okay?
Resident therapist, okay.
Yeah. For
and
today.
You gonna placate to the feelings of everybody.
Coach. Put your listening hat on. No, I think most people, at least in my experience, when they come to therapy, meaning they willingly come, not like they were court ordered to come or something like that, they're coming to find some sort of answer, some sort of resolution, but it's not their job as a therapist to resolve your problem. The therapist's job is to listen to you, and then depending on what type of therapy you came there to get, but we're going to stick with relationship therapy. Usually if there's two people, there's a relationship, right? So maybe someone's not feeling heard. Maybe someone else is feeling heard. Maybe I'm just there to, kind of be the mediator. But more than anything, I'm there to just give you coping skills for when it don't work out next time. When y'all fight next time. It's not about, for me at least, it isn't about money. Obviously, it's a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the reason that I became a therapist. I became a therapist because I love helping people.
Because you wouldn't do it without getting paid.
There are things that I would do absolutely without. Hold on, pause. I got it. No. Let me be clear. I've been giving therapy, quote unquote, freely all my whole adult career. Let's be clear. But I came to a point in my life where I was like, yeah, being a social worker is great, but I need to get paid. And so hold on.
Chanel, don't even explain yourself the first. You're doing the right thing. Get your money in for your.
You're right. I am. I'm always gonna get my money, but anyway, no, it's not only about just, people giving, some sort of paycheck about it. Some people, for, despite what you think, are good, decent human beings and just really do want to help people. I'm just saying.
I know that.
More than you gotta
That's why I do it. That's one of my acts of service. I just do it because it's in me. Nobody has to coerce me to do it, is what I'm saying.
And you do it.
Yes.
I think the point. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Chocolate.
Yes.
Is that this is something I had to learn about myself, because remember I was saying my love language is receiving and giving gifts, right?
Right.
I always feel good when I receive a gift. Let's be clear, and I feel good when I'm giving a gift. So much to if I was going to the store to buy Coach Ferg something, I would for his birthday. Let's say I'd be like, oh, I need this too, or this is something we give home for my husband. But at the end of the day, even if you don't acknowledge it subconsciously, you want that feeling that's going to happen when you give that person that gift and they're happy about it. Even if you're not going to recognize that's what's going on, that's what I think she's saying you're going to get from it, even if you're not intending that.
And you're not wrong for it. And I think you demeaning yourself, and I'm not talking to you, Coach Ferg, directly. What I'm saying, I think men do themselves a disservice when that means that you are not effectively communicating to yourself about your emotions, because
what in Yahweh is a love language?
Choke one, Vanta. So anyway,
I mean, you can choke on mine, chocolate. You can choke on mine if you want.
When you
choke on mine, chocolate, my dear.
Get out of my
love language.
Mute up, or you gonna get dropped.
Wait, who are you? Wait, I'm talking to you.
Mute up, or you're going to get
woman,
dropped.
talking to Drip.
Vanta.
Can we do that?
Vanta,
You going to back the bus.
Chocolate on Love Language Saturday. This really our show.
Drip, I only asked one question. What the hell is love language? That's all.
No, you're rude. I said mute up. We were not done talking, sir. Your question will be answered later.
I'll see. I want to learn love language. What is that? I want to learn.
Sit back and listen. Hold up. Sit back and listen, and you'll learn, brothers. Just sit back and listen.
After
how long? Can I say hi to Mr. Stan? Hey, Mr. Stan.
Shout out to goddamn Broken Berlin. You hit the goddamn pen too. What up, boy?
Stan, we don't get no intros no more. See how these young niggas do us, man.
I agree, Coach.
I was trying to jump in, but y'all already aggressive enough. Like I can't jump into that 3 fight.
My mic is muted.
I didn't even know
but I want to give a shout out to Stan the Man. Thank you for hitting the panel. Shout out to Vanta. Berlin, I was going to shout you out, but then you fell off. When you come back, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe.
Man, shout out to that boy Stan talking about Pops today. Goddamn on the army shit.
Who's Pops? Is that his father? Oh, your dad. Oh, okay.
Yes, little shit in the military.
During this downtime, you could have told me what love language is. Go ahead. What is a love language?
What Chocolate, please inform Vanta, if you don't mind.
I'm a low IQ Somali.
What a love language is. If you don't mind. If you mind.
Did she step away?
She might have.
Because she can't. Because she just babbles, talk about. She just uses words from Google.
Love language.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Shut the fuck up.
So, may I?
Chocolate.
She is a host of the show. Chocolate is the host of the show.
It's cool. So wait, listen. I'm telling you, Vanta, Chocolate. This is pretty much a show. Oh God, I ain't gonna even try to play with you, but she gonna explain to you what love language is, motherfucker. Hold on.
Okay. You know what? Shout out to you, Drip. I'll control myself. Real talk. I'll control myself.
All right. Go ahead, Chocolate.
All right, and welcome, Stan. Welcome, Fanta. As we were continuing on in the conversation,
Fanta.
What I truly want to provide good information so that maybe something it can help you become more effective, not just maybe to your wife or husband, boyfriend, girlfriend type, but just for yourself. Like in the first clip, I'm so glad you showed that. Just like anyone, any human, you need a moment to wind down. You need a moment, you could call it decompressing, whatever that may be. But these are the universal things that we know connects us as human beings. That's why I love how they put it. And then I like the new add-on. It gives a breakdown of the words. Now I can give you the words. I can point to this and go, hey, I couldn't say it myself, but this is what I feel.
Right.
That's what, don't we do that? We do this. And so that is where I go with the, hey, the more information that you know about yourself, I think you become, a more effective human being, not just a man or woman. I think it helps all the way around to kind of pivot your brain and learn something new. Right. You got it. Welcome, Stan. What would you like to say? And then after Stan, Vanta, you may do what you call speak.
Wow. Okay. Salute to the panel, and salute Drip, Shanika, Chocolate, Coach Ferg, salute to you, brother. Hell with banter, and salute to this is crazy, right? The biggest takeaway that I got from all of this, it was that chart, right? Then I sent it to you, Drip and Shanika, right? The speaker and the listener, right? And I would like for, if you can pull it up, Shanika, I would like Chocolate to speak to that, because that is the communication part.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can speak, because I think if we drill down on that, that would help relationships, whether it be intimate partners or how we communicate with the world, right? If you can break that down a little bit more, and that's one of my biggest takeaways.
Well, I'm honored that you took anything away. So yes, I'll be happy to explain. No. I'm saying this is just the way my brain works, Stan. You don't have to do anything. And so the fact that you take the time to want to say that to me, I'm humbled by that. So that's all I mean. Nothing else. Thank you. And I'm happy.
Yeah, because that's one of the principles of the military, right?
Right. Exactly.
We call it the sender, the receiver, and and it's another part of it, right?
Yes.
But no, if you can break that down,
sure.
And let's go from there.
Big dog. This is good. I like this. It's cool. I ain't had to slap Van's ass yet. Got down. And you through. Staying the man in the building.
Right on, Stan.
There you go, right there.
So, hold on, turn it down real quick, babe. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay, so here we are. The speaker has the floor, uses an object like a remote. I think this is great. I'm going to apply us to this example as panelists, right? And content creators. We spend all day talking to each other, screaming over each other, saying crazy shit to one another. But that's communication. But in this process, I also like to describe it as telephone. I don't know if anybody played that as a kid. You never played telephone? Okay. So the game goes like this. I
think everybody played telephone.
We all line up. We all say one thing. Shanika tell Drip. Drip tell Ferg. Ferg tell me. I tell Chanel. We tell Stan, and we ain't telling Vanta nothing. But the message would then get messed. It could change between me and Chanel.
Drip gonna fuck it up.
Between
remember what you're saying.
We can practice that right now. Okay.
Oh shit.
So Shanika, I'm gonna pick on you. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, Drip.
Yeah.
No,
hey,
okay. Now
hey, Chocolate, do this. If you don't mind, please go through the chart. So you got to help some people, right? Because listen what the exercise is, because a lot of people miss the exercise, right? So if you can go through those 4 steps, right? So everybody understands when the speaker speaks, You repeat it back to the speaker and make sure you didn't misinterpret it, right? Don't put your feelings and all this thoughts into it, right? Because I'm telling you, we're going to screw it up. We're going to screw it up. I've done this 50 million times in my life, right?
Yes.
You start on one end, you tell the story, you say, this is this. Well, if you're smart, you repeat it back to the person that told you to tell it. Make sure you say it verbatim. Don't put all your flair into it. Help us out. That's pretty much what I'm asking, Chocolate.
Okay, so as we said, we started with the speaker getting an item and giving and listening. So the speaker, step 2, speak for yourself using I statements. Keep it brief. The step 3 is the listener paraphrases what they heard without rebutting. Then the last step is share the floor and switch roles. Any questions?
Nope. Y'all got anything to say about what you said? Questions?
I'm tracking. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So I would like to ask you guys, if you don't mind, how do you feel about the steps? You could just tell me that if you guys don't mind going down, starting with you, Shanika.
I think that this is definitely helpful because a lot of times we respond to things that our loved ones aren't saying. And I think that drags out arguments when you arguing points that aren't even being made. So if I'm listening intently, because it requires me to listen intently and actually pay attention and process what you're saying. You're speaking in I statements, so you're talking about yourself and you're not blaming others, or you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we end up doing that, and because it's like it's not about anything else other than me. And then you're paraphrasing without rebutting, so you're not adding your own 2 cents or twisting my phrases. You're telling me what you perceive that I said, so now I feel heard, which is like a big issue for me. It just feeling like I'm not being heard and feeling like I'm not being misunderstood. And so now I feel like I can absorb whatever your rebuttal is because I genuinely think that you understand what I'm saying. And so when you get to share the floor and switch the roles, you know, I'm presuming that sharing the floor is when we actually have the conversation or the rebuttal process. And then you get to switch roles. Now we're actively listening to one another and not just waiting to speak, which is what a lot of people do.
I like how you put that. Drip.
What she said.
You rice head.
No calling names in class. No calling names.
I swear,
just send me to suspension. ISS.
No calling, but that all right.
What she said. Calling him but like what she said covered a lot though. I ain't gonna argue. Like I'm just gonna listen to it. Like she did an excellent job of responding. But yeah, what she said.
Coach Ferg, how do you feel about it?
No, I'm slow. So what was the question?
How do you feel about that we just went over?
Message sender receiver.
Well, I've actually done these exercises, right? So a lot of it's spot on.
Really?
Yeah, I do this all the time. I used to do this all the time. Every week, I used to do this. I ain't gonna say every week, but initially 5 or 6 years straight, I did this type of exercise.
So what about
15 people?
Your relationship partner? I mean, not relationship, but let's just say your intimate partner. These steps.
I'm just saying my wife, right?
Right. You can.
I think that's something that it takes a lot of practice to truly embrace it. Because initially when people respond, they just respond on certain, I just use trigger words, without listening to the entire, I guess, statement. what someone is saying. But yeah, it's always spot on. It's like they're gonna pass some information along. Be an active listener is really what I'm trying to say. Something I had to learn in something called motivational interviewing. You listen, you ask a question, then you actively listen to what they say and you recite what they say to get confirmation from them if what you heard was correct. And then you actually respond to it. So, yeah.
And also, to your point, thank you for your answer. The part of it that I find the most interesting is paraphrasing. And I've noticed out here, and I'm using, the different panels, talking to different people, period, online, let's just say that. I've noticed that that's when we get into our biggest arguments, because someone may receive it one way, and that's why they're saying it back. And then it turns into, well, you're trying to put words in my mouth. Well, that's not it. I'm trying to process what you said in the vocabularies that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get caught in the fight of, well, I'm trying to get heard and you trying to get heard, but there's no one to listen if everyone is trying to get heard.
Yeah.
So I'm moving on.
Before you say that, I'll just say this. In this, all 4 steps, to me, the most important step and the most difficult was step number 2.
Yeah. Because I'm not talking about what you're doing wrong. I'm just speaking for myself using I statements. So I can't, talk about anything else.
Well, I don't think it's not stamped in gold. This fits. You can tweak the model based on the people. But what it comes down to universally is getting heard and comprehending what you heard.
Yeah, but I like step 2 because when you speak for yourself using I statements and if I keep it on me, I feel like that mitigates the opportunity for you to take it as an attack. Because I think that's a lot of issues that we have with communication. Somebody could say something totally general and we take it as a personal attack. Oh, you think I'm stupid? Or you know what I'm saying? Or you talking about me? And I think that's when that wall comes up, when the people start getting defensive. And then now they can't even hear what you said because they too busy, taking it personal. And so that's why I agree that I do like step 2. Like, you just speaking on yourself with the I statements. So it's just all about me and how I feel and what I want and need at this moment.
Well, that's why and then hopefully that step 3 will then give you guys the opportunity to break that down, and then you could switch roles. So one has to be with the other. If you don't both want to do it, don't do it. Then that means in itself, that's an answer for you. But these are simplistic things, I think, that if this becomes a habit. For instance, my example is when I was teaching adults, I made it a mission to memorize and get some kind of piece of association to every single one of my students. And I saw how me acknowledging them makes a difference in the learning process, no matter how old you are. And this happens a lot too, where you have to continue to go, okay, it might be over explaining to others, but that's why I like to be clear with my words. Stand on what I say, because I know how quickly things can go left if you're saying the wrong thing.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Who is that going?
Who's that over?
I done put somebody to sleep. I'm sorry.
That's
Banta.
Banta a bunch of shit.
Why is there a Nintendo Wii remote controller in step 1 from 2007? chocolate.
Okay, it's a talking stick. Okay,
Pause me.
The talking stick. You don't have the talking stick right now.
Before I leave, I just want to say, fellas, if you listen to these women, they're trying to emasculate you. They're trying to make you weak with these goddamn diagrams and this old babble. Ignore. Assert.
Okay. Enough of that.
We gonna go ahead and politely escort him out.
I appreciate y'all tonight.
Take his microphone.
Escort him out.
Yeah.
Hey,
you see that clip? I don't know if y'all saw that. Take his mic and escort him out the building.
Yeah. Hey, Shanika, if you don't mind, sis, can you pull up what I sent you, the Power of I?
Okay.
And it goes along. Hey, Chocolate, thank you for the show and you hosting this.
Oh, thanks.
But it's gonna give you some confirmation, right, on what you're doing, right? Not that you need it, but I'm gonna tell you this, and this is what the big government does, right? And I'm telling you, DOMI, right? Defense Equal Opportunity Management Institute, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what we teach the force, and that's the only place on the planet that you ever get trained for that. If Shanika, if you can get up the Power I, and I need you to read that for me. And it's going to go because Shanika kept saying again, I, right? And that's the thing that we have a real problem with, right? Speaking in the power of I, how I feel, not we feel, right? So.
I appreciate it. And everything that you said, and yes, in working with adults, I got the opportunity to understand, like, for instance, it takes an adult 9 times on average for them to learn a new habit. They got to do it at least 9 times before it becomes a habit. And those type of things I test on myself. Like, okay, is this true? Can you do this? So, yeah, I love all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, Shanika, can you read that for me, sis?
Yes. Oh, that didn't make it no bigger. Okay. So the most important change you could make in the use of language would be to use the term I when speaking of yourself. The use of I is the single most powerful, clear, and direct behavior a person can choose. For example, if I say, when you stand up in front of a new group, you feel tense. I'm distancing myself from the situation, when the truth would be better expressed with, when I stand up in front of a new group, I feel tense. The second statement is undeniably authentic. I know how I feel. The usage also invites you to respond because I have not spoken for you. I empowers and distinguishes the speaker's view from another person's statement in a way that the universal you does not. Reserve you for when you are referring to others. Similarly, the use of impersonal pronouns such as it or that can also distance me from my message and myself. Ownership language helps me to express myself better and to communicate with you more clearly. The use of I connects me with myself. That feels good to I feel good. It hurts to I hurt. You hurt me to I hurt. That's it. Hold on, let me pull up this other one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Thank you for sharing this. This is really cool. But I do want to reiterate something.
Good.
When we talk about within relationships, you guys are 2 minds. And you should know how each other feel. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you think it's silly or not, whether you think it's over the top, whatever the case may be. But if you truly care about this person, right? Yes, you can observe, but communication and how to communicate is the steps that go, okay, I'm not trying to be nosy. I just want to know you're okay. I don't, I'm checking in with you. Hey, you okay? You all right? There's nothing wrong with those little things. And I think men and women both need them in the relationship. They need those little intimacies to get to the big part of it and understanding what makes you tick, what you like. And y'all got it. Thank y'all for letting me present this tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think that ownership language is important. Talk about you, not me.
Right. Because it's easy enough for me to diss myself, and I tell Coach Ferg, I say, we feel this way, meaning the group, instead of me telling Coach Ferg and say, Coach Ferg, I see this thing this way, right? Because then it's just me and you. But if I put the group behind me, right? But the Abilene paradox, if you can read that, and I'm gonna tell you, that's one of the things that, like what Chocolate Earth was doing, and thank you again, Chocolate Earth, and sis, thank you for reading this stuff, because these things are very important, and your tax dollars, I'm giving y'all return on your tax dollars. So, so if you don't mind, sis, if you can read the Abilene paradox.
Yes. The Abilene paradox is a process for the management of agreement. Definitions and terms. The basic problem in most contemporary organizations is the inability to cope with agreement, not the inability to cope with conflict. For conflict is central to organizations. The fact is, most organizational conflict is phony and designed to release us from the responsibility for doing anything significant. Organizations frequently take actions which are contrary to the desires of any of their members and defeat the very purpose they're designed to achieve. Misleading in groups leads to distort decision-making, doing what no one wants to do, leading to greater organizational ineffectiveness. When group members agree, they must all share the responsibility for the decision and the risk. Some definitions. Action anxiety. All people and organizations, when confronted with a potential conflict, know a sensible action they would like to take and can state it. When it comes time to take action, they become anxious, withdraw, become frightened, give up, chicken out, and can't carry through. Then you have negative fantasies. The fantasies of disaster we conjure up about what will happen to us if we behave sensibly. They serve the purpose of releasing us from responsibility to do anything to solve the problem if we can get others to believe they're true too. Existential risks. The real versus fantasy risks associated with taking any given course of action. The fact is that life does have risks and real consequences, sometimes unpleasant, do occur when we take action. Real conflict. In organizations, people of goodwill and good judgments do disagree in key issues. Phony conflict. The blaming behavior that occurs after agreement has been mismanaged. Collusion. For organizations to move towards their goals, members must agree. All members must cooperate. I just added a word. Each member has equal responsibility and choice to take risks. The power to break the paradox comes from the knowledge that influence does not come from one's position in the hierarchy, but from one's willingness to take the risk to do something. Confrontation. When defined as a fight, we incorporate our negative fantasies about its outcome to prevent it from occurring. Redefine confrontation as a search for truth and reality. And finally, we have confirmation, the process of affirming in another person, group, or organization what is already known to be true.
Hey, thank you, sis. Now let's take that into relationships, right? A lot of times people won't have the conversation, right? Because they got anxiety, they got this fantasy in their head that if I tell her this or tell him that. And I've been listening to some of these panels that say, don't tell, don't this, don't that, because you already conjured up in your head if I do say something, I'll be held responsible if the wheels fall off, right? So but thank you, Chocolate. Thank you
No, I
for this
appreciate
conversation.
you and bringing this along. Thank you for reading this, Shanika. Shout out to Dread. Coach Ferg, thank you for being you're a great adversary. Miss Chanel, you still with us?
I think she had to step away for a second.
Yeah, she said
What the hell you say, adversary?
Yeah.
Niggas. Dang.
What? Do you know what the definition of adversary is?
I don't know. Explain it to me.
But you gonna get mad at me for it. You don't know the definition.
I'm slow. I can't read. Shit, explain to me.
That means you and I can go back and forth. We can banter. You're gonna challenge me. That's what that means.
Oh, I thought we was working together to come up with a better solution.
It is working together, but you and I don't always agree on it. So that's what I mean. That's all.
But just because we don't agree, as long as we're going in the same direction, that's the main goal.
Very true.
You go help people your style, and I'm gonna help people my style, but
that's right. We're still doing the same. The goal is to make it better.
But for me, I try to give the best. That's why I take my feelings out of giving advice, right? Because I want the person to have the best outcome, regardless of the way I feel about certain things. That's my whole perspective in any space. I work with LGBTQ. If I was sitting around telling young 15, 16-year-olds that their life is fucked up because that's the life they choose, I'm giving them my feelings about it. But I do let them know, like, that life outside of Black America would be hard to navigate. But
I agree with you. And that's why I say I believe in helping the adults. And the reason I do and focus on that is because the more educated the adults are, the more they can educate the children that they have or that they know or that they come in contact with. Or we start seeing different attitudes toward certain things in our community. It happens. It happens over generations, eras. However, we do have the ability to shift that. It's a process of you gaining this information that another human being put together so that you could better yourself. Period. These are coping mechanisms, skills, so that you aren't in that box of, you feel defensive or you feel hurt or you feel not heard because we don't even understand. We speak in several different languages at once. So that's all. I just want to bring that option to you, that within a relationship, you can have a little bit of everything. It's like the holidays. I love all the sides. Give me a plate of sides. Because turkey get on my nerves. People don't cook it right, it be dry. But anyway, I land there. That the better we are able to communicate, I think we will see a lot more positive conversation. And I'm not talking about lollipops and gumballs. I'm just saying, unless the show describe it, we can actually treat each other as human beings and respect each other's opinions or factual information or whatever it may be, even if we disagree. So I appreciate y'all. That's why I see it. All right.
Hey, Chocolate, that's why I always say I give a way, not the way. Stop listening to people that have no way, right? So when I talk to Drip or talk to Shanika, talk to Coach Ferg, I don't say we, I say I. The way I see it, right? And then we can unpack from there. But if we want to keep scrambling, and, man, at one point in your life, because they say you once a man, twice a child, right? I'm trying to get to when we're gonna be men and women, right? Because it all goes down the other way, right? So Drip, Shanika, how we do. And Chocolate, thank you for opening up the discussion, right? Now people can grab what they want and what they think they need or feel they need, right? Because we're not telling you it's one way, right? Because we are all individuals. But now, is this you? Is this you when you're communicating with somebody? I listen to panels and people are interjecting and they telling this and that, bringing up other social media, the way the world is. No, say how you see the world. I don't give a damn about you telling me about what you heard on YouTube, what you guys are saying. And I don't know what this you shit is. No, talk to me and say, Stan, how do you see it? What do you think? I'm not trying to answer for no knock-knee, slew-footed, rat soup eating person. That's why it makes it challenging when you want somebody to answer for somebody else's bad, piss poor behavior. No, talk to me. I can't answer for those guys and their ideology and what they're thinking about. How can we make things better, right? Because if I got stuck on stupid, thinking about the way the world and all that. No, I'm sitting in front of individual soldiers for over 30 something plus years of my life. And they was individuals. And I talked to them and their life thrived. But if I talked to them as if I was talking to the whole group, man, they would have been like lost in the sauce. Because everybody's experience is not the same experience, right? So, hey, thank you, sis, for reading that stuff. And, y'all just take heed, man. It's a cold world out there. Get your coat on and bundle up. But you got to be resilient because life happens, man. Life is going to life. But do you have the tools to withstand the storm? And you do.
And you do. Put your coat on.
That's it. I want to educate and assist in seeing as many Black and brown folks, all y'all in the middle, because we come in so many colors. There's information out here. I think it's just how it's delivered and can we be consistent in showing that, or even consistent in having it in your life. And I like positivity for all my roughness. I love seeing people happy or like you said, excited or laughing, or I love seeing people smile. I love make people laugh. I get something from that. Does that make me a bad person? No. We do everything with reason. Whether that reason is great to one or crazy to others, we know. So I don't want to put nobody else to sleep.
Hey, no, you good. You good, Chocolate. You good. See, because this is the thing, right? People are so used to, right, that you need this big crowd, right? But it's always people that's going to sit in the class, right? And that they know they don't understand the lesson, right? What's going on. And, and I've done it myself. I raise my hand. I already know the answer, but I raise my hand because I know certain people are not going to do it, right? To give them the information. Who are you, right? Are you going to be the one to understand and read the room? Because I understand my background and I understand what I've endured, right? So what are we going to do with it, right? I look to the left. I know that joker is lost in the sauce. And okay, so I ask a question to the professor, or if I'm the instructor and I see people fidgeting and whatever, I know I'll call on somebody and then they'll say, and they'll break it down and let you know that it's okay not to know everything, right? And who wants to know everything? But we got to get to the point where it's comfortable being uncomfortable. But nobody wants to look like a clown. Nobody want to look like I don't know what that is. The biggest people that's successful in life, they was a clown. and they don't mind showing themselves. And they like, yeah, man, I did this and I did that. So, what is your mission, right? It's all kind of roads, right? What is your mission, right? What do you want to accomplish in life? We understand that in the business world. We understand that if I want to go to college, I know I got to have a certain grade point average and whatever. If I want a job, I got to present myself a certain.
I apologize.
We get that.
I apologize for interrupting. Chanel is in the back. She want to know if she can rejoin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good, Charlie. No worries, man.
Y'all know Drip ain't here, so I got to do it.
Stan, you know what I learned early? In reference to what you were saying, even the genius asks questions. I don't know one genius who don't ask questions.
Yeah. Hey, and that was amazing to me, right? I've been through a lot of stuff, in courses and whatever, right? And things came to me, right? And I never studied for a test. I ain't give a damn about that. But I absorbed what the professor was saying, and I was that guy. I was 3 chapters ahead, 4 chapters ahead. I already did my homework in class and all that. That's the people they don't like. But I didn't have to study. But the thing is, I understood in life, everybody's not like me. So how do you relate to people that's not like you? Or do you say, I don't give a damn? And Chocolate, shout out to you. You just giving the information, right?
Yeah.
You can tell a person the road is, the road is out.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I believe in that.
You can tell them the road is out. At least they have the information. If they want to go 90 miles an hour and keep driving and say, hell with you, you got the information.
Yeah. I'm
no gatekeeper. Trying to give the information.
Yeah. I'm no gatekeeper on that. And you know what's funny is when you get that opportunity, like for me, what I get from this, I'm excited about it. One, I teach. I love teaching. I miss it sometimes. I love presenting things. So you're giving me that while I'm giving you this information because I enjoy doing it. So we know that is part of the human. I would say, I think we're like a prism. Because you got so many humans doing so many different things. But I'm not going to draw on. Miss Chanel, welcome back. I'd love to hear whatever you'd like to say.
No, I'm just here listening. That's it. That's all. I just wanted to rejoin because I had left a little bit. But I love this. I love this educational breakdown of love and how to approach things. I'm into it. I like it.
I am too. I love and there's so many different things you can do to work on yourself and to work within your relationship.
Facts.
That's why I think
honestly, all healthy relationships you have, and it wouldn't have to necessarily be a guy-girl necessary relationship. Right. It could be with your parents, with your children, with your colleagues, whatever it is. If you're seeking to understand, is the first place you start is just always a good place, to hear that person out, because then also too, it allows that person to not feel defensive. But if you did this or you did that, then people are already on the defense. You know what I mean? And that's in any relationship, especially if there's one with a power dynamic,
Right. But, Chanel, you heard about that coach?
What happened?
The coach that got fired from Michigan.
No, what happened to the coach?
Speaking of not coping in relationships.
Okay.
This man was sleeping with the staff member. They knew, it was like an open secret. He's married, he got daughters, family. So they came to him. The head people was like, look, here's your choices. She needs to be either moved to a different department, send her somewhere else, or fire her. What, you know what I'm saying?
Not fire her. Damn.
And you know what he chose to do?
Fire her. Yeah.
And right after she did it, right after he did it, she posted all of it.
Damn.
Then he goes berserko, breaks in her house, and tries to unalive her. I believe, because he's in jail now, I think.
But see, that's an assumption, though, right?
What's an assumption?
You said you believe that's what he did. What happened was he of course.
This comes from what actually happened. Like, this comes from the case.
I know. I'm very familiar with it because I follow sports. It's all a part of sports, right?
Right. He was a football coach for Michigan.
Right. And having any type of relationship with a subordinate is against any policy rule. That's what he was doing, right?
Yeah.
And it was sort of a secret in a sense, but then it wasn't.
It wasn't that secret if they came to him, though, Coach.
But that's what I'm saying. But it was a secret.
When they interviewed everybody at the school, the staff knew.
Yes, he couldn't hide it. That's the thing, that he's not supposed to have that relationship. It's supposed to be a secret.
It was so amazing.
Sorry.
But it wasn't a secret because people knew. And this is the age of people exposing, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens. A black man at a Power 5 college. This is not the first time he's had eyes on him. He was suspended last year for some stuff. I forget exactly what it was. So the school was like, hey, he's in the relationship, because they gave him a chance. He didn't. And then after the fact, when they fired him, he went over there. And when he was there, he was indicating like he wanted to harm himself to her. So she called the police based off that. And then I don't know if he tried to flee or whatever. I'm sure that could be a lie, because if somebody come in to harm you, they go harm you. Ain't nobody gonna just not harm you. He came in and he was inflicting pain on himself. He was going to do something.
I don't care if he was inflicting pain.
That's what she said. That's what the woman said.
But regardless, why are you in this woman's house with
a
weapon?
Right.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
This doesn't excuse it. You made a conscious decision to put your penis in this woman.
Yeah,
you made a conscious decision. Hold on, sir. Hold on. You done worked your whole life.
You said he broke in.
First black this, the first black that. This is this man's story. And now he's going to be only remembered because he broke into his side piece's house and tried to take her out.
He tried to take himself out, not her.
Yes. Why did he need to be at her house to take himself out?
I don't understand why. Regardless,
because he knew because of her. It just goes to show how dark skinned
That's his fault.
White skin.
This is all on him.
Threw it all away for a snow bunny. Crazy.
I don't think just because she was white. I don't know what his real wife looked like. I think it was.
Oh, she was white.
Yes.
He was white.
Oh, wow.
The girl was white. He's black. I don't care nothing about that. But you gonna throw your life away over some extra coochie? Why couldn't you get some outside? Go pay for it. That's secret. You are sleeping with your subordinate. It's a power dynamic there.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It don't have anything to do with this. It's the power part.
It has nothing to do with power.
It has everything to do with power. That's why he in his house, at her house, asserting himself, breaking in her house, according to what Miss Love.
Those white girls throw themselves on. Those white girls throw themselves on coaches and players.
So he should break in her house and stalk her.
Oh God.
This was after the fact when he got fired.
This don't have nothing to do with other
men like this. I don't.
When white girls college girls throw their
You just put it on him.
She threw that monkey on him and he lost.
And he didn't throw it off. You mean to tell me his penis is on lock? He don't got. She attacked him. Right?
No.
I'm sick of this.
Get him chocolate.
If this was a relationship with a sister, you never would have heard about it.
No, Ferd. Listen, this is what I'm trying to get out. I respect what you believe, but I don't understand because I watch ESPN, First Take. I watch all them shows. And all men did was try to make this dude out to be like we should be sympathetic to him.
Are you
I'm not
serious?
sympathetic to no fool breaking up in somebody's house.
Wow.
You decided to sleep with her, your family, your wife. This is why I say no more excuses. I don't give a shit if she got on top of him in the middle of the night. Call the police. Have her arrested. Tell her no trespassing if you're that scared. So this is why I say men ain't stupid. I know that. Y'all have so much empathy for each other over some crazy shit. I don't care what she did. He was supposed to be the man in charge. It is his job to do the right thing.
Chocolate, just be honest. Both sides do the same thing.
I don't want to talk about both sides. I don't.
They do the same thing, though.
This isn't what that's about, though, Coach.
No, because
it's always about both sides.
No, it's not. We're talking about an isolated situation.
The behavior. Hold on. So the behavior that he represents people, whether they high profile or bonquisha and nug.
Right. No, this is his behavior. We're not putting
the behavior, sir.
This is his behavior.
He broke into her house.
Childish
He's charged with stalking and breaking and entering.
But this
is in the midst. This is in.
I know I know how they portray it, but she let him in the house. But that's okay. But go ahead.
Hold on, wait. So the police got it wrong. He didn't break in.
No.
But why are they arresting him for that then? He can't be lying.
One, he fled the police anyway. So yeah.
So he got arrested for running.
No. I'll read it to you.
He was over.
I know. I'm being facetious.
He was over with a knife pointed, talking about he gonna do something to himself.
Right. And stalking. What does home invasion mean? Home invasion. What's that mean?
Well, that's what the report say. Home invasion, yes. But she let him in. But go ahead.
He had been stalking her for months.
On this panel. I can't.
Drip out Shanika.
Oh my God, it's late.
I cannot with y'all. Y'all a whole ass.
Good night, Drip.
That's Drip. Drip. Hang up the phone. Hang up. Drip.
Shanika.
Oh shit.
Come back. You better let them go to bed. Sure. We can do a part two.
Close out the show. Shanika's Drip over snoring and shit.
I think they both probably sleep. Maybe.
Right?
Nah, anyway. I'm not. I wasn't asleep trying to figure out what's going on with this stream because it does shut down.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, if y'all look on YouTube, it says that the video has been terminated, so it's only showing on Chanel channel right now.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, his
Did that show something he's not supposed to show?
Yeah, because all of this is mine.
It's still on.
StreamYard is still on, but not YouTube.
So it's not connecting to y'all's YouTube channel?
I wasn't streaming it. I wasn't restreaming on my channel today. It was only on Drip channel.
And Chanel.
And Chanel is restreaming right now.
So it says it violated community guidelines.
Something. Yeah.
So
I got a message saying that the channel, like I can't even find his channel.
Are you serious?
It was something. It had to be
when it gets flagged. That's one thing. But for
it had to be. Y'all need to contact me because it had to be something that was shown. That some of this information, it could be a lot of this stuff is copyrighted. So
no, it's not. I made this myself.
Hey, okay.
That's why I was asking. Was it something maybe we showed a video?
No, I made this myself. I worked with Notebook LM through Google and put it together, and I have sources and all that, and then it does a lot of cool things for you. So I like to make sure my stuff is original. I try not to use copyrighted stuff.
Yeah, but I'll say this. Let's continue the conversation when we can contact Drip. Drip will find out exactly what it is.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you.
Let's continue the conversation.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you tonight. We'll do a part 2, Shanika, if y'all decide to do it. We can do that. Hello.
Yeah, I would definitely love to have this conversation again somewhere if you guys have.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
If my internet had been working right, I'd have been able to stream it to my channel too. It's just a lot going on today, but
All right,
I'm just
Shanika.
glad that I was.
We'll talk after this. Hey man, I enjoyed the show.
I'm
I
glad,
enjoyed
Stan.
the
Thank you,
Hey,
you,
Mr.
Chanel.
Stan,
Hey Chanel, welcome
how are
back.
you?
Hey,
Today's a good
Night
day.
Street, the night drip.
I'm fair and partly cloudy.
Oh, I understand. Y'all gonna go to the Discord?
We can.
Okay, I'll come over there to the Discord if you want to talk.
Okay.
If not, no
Yeah.
worries. All right, bye
All right.
guys.
All right. All right. Bye.
Appreciate you. Sorry about that. But Chalk dropped already. Okay, my bad. I didn't even catch that. My bad. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We'll figure out. Well, I mean, at this point, ain't nobody see it. Well, okay, no. But the people that's watching on Chanel's channel, because I'm gonna say ain't nobody seeing this right now. But the people that's on Chanel's channel, appreciate y'all for pulling up, and definitely make sure y'all come over here and subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. All right.
All right.
We live searching.
What it do, folks? Hey, man, Splash Town, Texas, or wherever the fuck you at. What's happening? But hey, man, you tripping, man. Get to that Houston Premier Party bus, man, because that's how we doing it. Yeah!